I'm Erica, and I wanted to record a video of where we are as of today in the build of our house. Wanted to kind of give you a snapshot of where things are and the chaos when you build your own house. I am one of three of the big players when it comes to building our house. Myself and my husband Brian, and my 73-year-old dad. We are building a barn dominium, and we built it from a kit. And we are farther along. We're hopefully going to be getting occupancy at some point in the next month or so. So I wish we had been videoing this the whole time, but I'll try to play catch up and film some things and show some stuff as we come along. But wanted to show you what the outside looks like of our barn dominium, and hopefully that will help piece it together. I'll show some video of what it looks like inside. It is a disaster, but it is an active work zone. We make progress every day that we come out here. We do it basically Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Every once in a while we'll do a Sunday after church. But that is 3 people working basically half-time building an entire house. Like I said, we're building it from a kit, and our kit was really hard to do. And then we made the kit into a barn dominium, so we had to frame everything. We have done everything ourselves except for the drywall. We did not do the drywall because we have learned we are terrible at it, very clumpy. We also did not do the spray insulation. We outsourced that, and after we struggled with the plumbing in the very first step of putting it down in the basement, we failed 3 times. We figured out that maybe when it comes to the second round of plumbing, we would hire somebody. So we ran the water lines, but the vents and the drains, we had a plumber do for us. And I think that was a very wise choice for us and our level of frustration of doing that. And shoot, the plumber himself actually had to have him come back because I guess the code had changed about a month before. So even those who are in the trade, things happen. So here's the outside of our. This is the basement walkout, and so the exterior door. Maybe someday we'll add a screen porch up there. Is a dream of ours. There'll be a patio walkout for the boys. Both of our adult boys will be living with us, and they have their own apartment basically downstairs. And then the door that is to the far right is the master bedroom walkout, hopefully to that screen porch. It's starting to rain, so oh boy. This is the front of our house. It is a temporary entrance. Hopefully we're going to put a front porch on there at some point, but that is our current required stairs to hopefully get that occupancy. And this is the barn. We had folks do that for us. It was actually cheaper for someone to do that for us. No kit required for that one. But you can see that we have 2 bays, and our water spigot is over there for hopefully what's going to be a garden between the house and the garage. So we have all of our stuff in there for now. Some of it is stored in other places. We have our wonderful wood pile. Those are our burn it maybe later, or maybe if we put a wood burning stove in, we'll have some untreated wood. And then this is the mud room, so you can see where it is in respect to where the front door is. We are eventually going to stain the all the trim black, but for right now, that is where we are with things. And those little bags that you see hanging there, and also over here, are actually, my dad told me to do that. Those are brown paper bags, but it is meant to discourage wasps. It's supposed to be a hornet's nest. I'm going to crochet a better looking version, but the wasps don't have very good sight. So those brown paper bags apparently are good enough to scare them away. And honestly, we had issues with wasps after we had installed the roof, and after we put them up, basically about 24 hours later, they were gone. So it unbelievably does work. But you can kind of see, hopefully that's what the stain's going to look like when we get around to doing the stain outside. So, but we put the whole cotton picking thing together, from the roof to the chin to we turned the wrenches, we've hammered the nails, we have done everything so far. So hopefully we'll get you inside and take a look at that. But they're pretty similar in color. And we are on top of a hill, and we are very fortunate that we actually don't have any gutters in place at our the gutters are not required for us. We have, since we're on top of the hill, we have a gravel drive. Everything, we don't mow grass. We have no grass at all to mow. It's just rocks or wooded areas, which I can actually walk over and show you. From our house is basically all wood. If it's not a gravel driveway, then this is the view of our backyard. It's going to be wonderful. And actually this area here is going to be our dog run to our property line. It looks like we might own all of that, but actually we don't. Our property butts up against theirs, and they own across, where this is right there. That there is where 3 creeks merge. That's the center hump there. The property line is just over that peak, but no one is ever going to build. There's just no way. There's a house. You can hear their roosters way over there. Let's see if I can zoom in. That is our chicken neighbor, their roof over there. And you can hear that they're never going to build back here. So we are basically enjoying the spectacle of their wooded area as our own. We see deer. I saw 2 red hawks go flying by just earlier this week. They were hunting and going from tree to tree. It was pretty awesome. So hopefully they're resident pair, but we have lots of squirrels, and we have lots of their nests in our trees. We hear owls all the time. So we're looking forward to living here. All right, we're going to walk into the house. I know Brian's in there working on stuff. I don't know what he's doing, but we're going to take a peek. And this is the inside of our house. Hi, honey.
Hello.
So he's currently working on changing an outlet. Our fridge, which you see is ginormous, was actually, I guess it's big enough that it's supposed to be for like foster home, group homes, and daycares, and it looked wonderful and big and huge, and I'm excited to have it. And then we realized, holy crap, it's massive. So it takes up so much space that we're having to now move an outlet over. And we're going to put a dummy over that side so we can push the fridge back in. But this right here is going to be where our coffee area is going to be eventually. And I'll walk you around. This is where our kitchen's going to be. You can see our cabinets, and my dad's been working hard on making wooden, our wooden cabinets are all joined and glued together, and he has worked very hard to sand them, and now they're kind of covered up, so but the cabinets are there, and you can see the dishwasher, and that's going to be where our sink is going to go. And we're going to do like a farmhouse cover for it with a curtain, and hopefully paint some trim. We made that cabinet. The front matches, but we had to make the cabinet itself because it got destroyed, because these are secondhand cabinets. Those are huge 42 inchers. They will store everything, and I will definitely need to have a step stool to get to there. And then this is the island that they worked very hard to do. So my stove is in the island, and we have a countertop on either side of it, and we have tin that is wrapped, and we're going to put corners on it to make it look pretty. And then you can see this is the bar, breakfast bar, where folks can come and eat. So hopefully we'll have some bar stools there and finish that up. And because we are having a stove in the middle of the kitchen, we have an exhaust fan across from it that we can turn on to help move air and ventilate when we're cooking. And I would never burn anything, right, honey?
No.
So we have that, and then you can also see these are the faux styrofoam beams that we're going to be putting on the center beam of our house. They were how much? $1,200?
Something like that.
$1,200 for painted styrofoam, but I couldn't make it look as realistic as they are, so I guess I can't complain. So those beams there are going to go and cover the center beam to our house. So we have a chase on both sides, and the center beam had to have, for the code in our area, had to have fireproof insulation, which is silly because the ceiling is wood on both sides, but hey, we are compliant and past all that fun stuff. So that's where the faux beams is going to cover up all of that. And then this is the crazy, chaotic world of working. And this is our open living room. We have pine ceiling and not treated, and the floors, you can kind of see here where it's not covered, is the same. It matches. And then this is that ginormous window that we saw outside that will eventually look out into our screen room. But if you can see the view, it's pretty freaking awesome. I can't wait to live here. And then we have over here, we have the stairwell. We got, how old are these beams, dear? The beams?
Oh, they're at least 100 years old.
At least 100-year-old wooden beams that we cut, and they are so heavy. We have 4 of them here, and that we did we made them work. We kind of carved out a square underneath of those, and then we screwed them on all 4 sides to hold them fast so that they are rock solid. And we're going to put a cattle panel there, and then that goes down to the basement. And then this is the master bedroom with the door that goes out. And this is our master bath. We have the tile is wood. I installed that, and then I had to re-grout it because I scooped out all the grout. So it's got the haze still on it, but it's now dry, so I can safely clean that up. And our shower is stone or pebble, and then the same tin is inside of our shower. We showed that more another time. And then we have our master closet. And here is the beautiful view outside of our bedroom. We plan on putting, that's our septic obviously, we're planning on putting some wildflowers and just shade wildflowers and letting that go crazy because we are not going to mow grass. So we're going to just let nature take its course. And all the downed wood that you see is what it is. The birds use it, the squirrels use it, everything does. And then I will take you for a tour of the basement here in a second, but also the other side of the house. All right, so you can see our barn through. This is our side entrance. This is the one that we'll be using the most. And the lights are turned off because Brian's working on electrical stuff. But this is our pantry. It'll have a screen door on it. And we have some of the cabinets installed. The bottom ones are installed there. This row that's right here, that row is going to be our bottom cabinets that will be lower than the others, but they are going to go underneath of these cabinets, which it's a hodgepodge. These the upper ones here match the ones out in the kitchen, and then the row that's going underneath of the ones that are already hung are shorter. They're leftovers. They're the ones that'll be in the mudroom and the basement that I'll show you here shortly. We already have a freezer in place, and I do believe we have deer. We have the deer head that Riley got. He's going to bury that and do a European mount of it. So he's going to bury it and let nature take its course with that. But until then, it's in my freezer with the meat they just got. And then we're going to go across the hall here.
Having boys.
Yep, that's Riley's first deer. So this is going to be our mud room. So the cabinets, leftover cabinets, are over here. We're going to have the dog cages right here. Going to have some right here is going to be where we're going to build my rendition of mop and broom storage. Then coming in here, we have a slop sink right there. That's where the dog bowls are going to be filled up. Soak my laundry. This is the cutout for the washer and dryer. And going to have up here, there will be a fold down drying rack there. That's the cabinet where the detergent's going to go. We still have to, and it's weird, in our county, you do not have to have your flooring in place to get occupancy. So this will get the same tile as the bathroom eventually, but we'll get to it when we get to it. We're trying to get occupancy first. So this right here, this area is going to be a open locker system. So we can come in and throw down our shoes and hang our coats and things that we like to grab and go. And we're going to put a Dutch door right there so that the dogs can, if we have folks over, we can close the door and keep them inside. And eventually we'll hopefully have a dog run outside of basically around the window cutout. That way they can go outside anytime they want. And then when we're home, we can let them run around in the field area. But this is, and that's my kitchen sink right there. And that will be put in place since Dad got the sanding done. And the ginormous faucet is going to be installed. And, I forgot to show you the half bath. So let me squeeze by you, dear.
You go downstairs and turn the breaker on.
Okay, I'll turn the breaker on. All right. So this is my half bath. It's got a pocket door right there. We got some Edison bulbs there. And they just did this Thursday. Really, really pretty sink, bowl sink and faucet. And a cabinet, and that's our oven that's going to go on the counter eventually. So let me take you downstairs and I'll show you that next.